Another liberal white woman out here pandering for the minorities. Let's get to it.
About the fact that white boys in the NICU are called wimpy white boys. And the reason why is because they have a lower survival rate than their female and minority counterparts. And I think that really translates into the world today, because what we're seeing, the reason we're in the situation we're in with Christian nationalism and the manosphere and red pill is because white boys got beat at all their games. They literally, and I'm not saying it was my husband or his father, I'm saying the system was set up to benefit white men, and minorities and women started to fight for our rights, and people agreed we were a product of.
Let's stop with this lie. I'm tired of this lie, right? We fought for our rights, ma'am. You didn't fight for shit, okay? Your great auntie was in the field with the bitter old women, marching, protesting, whatever. Nobody cared. The men gave you rights just to shut the fuck up, okay? The men gave you rights. You didn't fight for it. The men gave you rights. And I'm tired of this logic of women are outperforming men. Okay, let's just understand something. In America, it is illegal to not hire women. I'm not saying it's illegal to not hire a set amount of women. For example, if you don't hire a certain, there's a quota of amount of women you have to hire. You don't have a choice. And there's a certain amount, you have to promote them or you will be sued. Let's just make that clear. Because if the same quota was for white men, you would be seeing the same amount, because they have to find them. They have to bring them in. And I'm not gonna lie, I think the performances take the backseat on the demographic.
Society, we should be helping society, we should be furthering, and women went into the workforce. Guess what
Nah, the Rockefellers wanted more money.
Boys didn't do. They didn't come home and learn the other skills. So we surpass them. We dominate when it comes to academics. We dominate when it comes to college educations. Black women have the most advanced degrees percentage-wise.
And how many of them are employed? How many of them are single mothers? How many abortions happen in America? In that community? If we're going to say the bad, we're going to take the good.
In our nation, minorities have taken over the jobs that those white boys would have been handed.
Yeah, because the minorities had to take over the jobs because you're not having kids. So they had to import. Japan, they're failing, and Korea and China because they don't want to import. They had to import migrants and minorities because you guys don't want to have kids.
Years ago, I was told by two men in my life, two men that I would have considered people I would have not thought to have said this, looked at me and said they didn't get the job because a DEI hire happened, a woman.
I mean, are they wrong? This is my whole thing. I don't like the way that people try to make it seem like you're crazy for thinking DEI did take jobs. There was an actual thing in the UK. I can't remember where it was. It was like I think it was the Air Force or something. They genuinely discriminate against white boys. Hey man, I'll be mad too. I'm not even white. I'll be mad too, respectfully.
And got the job. Boys, no, you didn't lose the job to a woman because of her female parts. You lost because of.
You know what it is, right? I actually want them to remove the law in America saying you have to hire a set amount of women. Okay? And let's see how many of them get fired. Let's see how many companies are 0% women. Remove the quotas. And if you're going to not remove the quotas, add a cap. Or add quotas for both sides. Why do you only have a quota for women? Because a lot of them will be safer than sorry. You have to have a minimum amount of women, but there's no maximum. But there is I'm saying, you have to get them in. So if to get them in, you have to remove certain men.
Her brain. You lost because she's more organized. You lost because you don't know how to talk to people the way a woman does. You lost because you don't have the ability to prioritize.
And why is she acting like women are doing so much crazier shit than they were doing 100 years ago? They predominantly do the same jobs they were doing 100 years ago, ma'am. You women are just bigger whores. Game is game.
Multitask the way women can. Women beat men at their own game.
You didn't.
Minorities beat white people.
You know what it is? I actually hope that one of these days we get back into like a war or something that's like actually a war. When I'm saying war, I mean like actual war, World War II type shit, where we factory reset society, factory reset people. Because let's be real, none of this feminist shit is gonna happen if they start doing drafts. And then we actually remind people, ma'am, you have a degree, get in the field. Sociology? We need that. Get in the front lines. None of this. Because I dare you, if we have a draft right now, all these women are saying, men, get to work. Because I didn't hear no feminists in Ukraine.
At their game. And this is what happens. The one group that is the most butthurt about having to work harder are white men. That's why you're not getting...
I will never understand how white women, like, they're put on the same bar as black women. Let's not act like white women were not predominantly, you know what I'm saying, living their best life as opposed to everybody else and white men. Why do we act like white women are lower on the totem pole than black men? In America, specifically speaking, because these white women act like they were the biggest victims on the planet when they had slaves.
Getting the job. You're not willing to put in the effort that the rest of us are. So sit down and let us take the wheel.
Let us take the wheel. You see, if the government like stopped protecting these psychotic women, right? And they took the wheel completely. The safety net is removed. You have full control. They would fail. Okay, let's stop this. If the armies that are men said, I'm going to bed, they would fail because women are not going into the army. So let's just stop this, acting as though the future is female. That's bullshit. It's not happening. And let's keep it a buck.